We've got a new series starting in a few weeks, March 19th, and it is called The Pillars of the Church. And I want to tell you real quick why this series is going to be so important. Because, if we're going to invite anybody to come to church, we want to be able to tell them why it's important they come to church. So when we go through the pillars of the church, let me tell you, maybe you've said this or you've heard somebody say this. I don't need to go to church. Some of you have said it. All right. Some of you have heard people say, I don't need to go to church. I just stay at home. I read the Bible by myself. I don't need to go to church to be a good Christian. Hogwash. It's just not true. It's just not biblical. There is something that the church provides that you can't get sitting at home all by yourself. The Bible's very clear. Where two or more are gathered, He's in the midst. He's there. And so when we talk about the pillars of the church, we're going to talk about four pillars. These four things that the church does that you can't get anywhere else in the world. You need to be a part of the local church in order to get those things. And so if you've ever heard somebody say, I don't need to go to church, you need to get them out. Get them to come out and hear these things. And if you can't get them to come out, you just need to make sure you're here. That way we can all discuss them and understand them, and then you can then share that with them. Because a lot of times people have a hard time articulating why somebody actually needs to come to church. So we're going to talk about those pillars of the church and why the church is so important.